Before we begin, let me ask you something important. When was the last time you had your eyes fully examined? Not just a quick vision test. Not just a new glasses prescription. I mean a complete retinal examination, where an eye specialist actually looked at the back of your eye and evaluated the health of the tissue responsible for your vision. Think about that for a moment, because your answer matters. And by the end of this video, it may matter far more than you realize right now. Most people assume vision loss happens suddenly. It doesn't. For most people, it develops quietly, gradually, almost invisibly. You begin needing a little more light to read. Words seem slightly less sharp in dim rooms. Night driving becomes a little more uncomfortable. Colors don't appear quite as vibrant. Faces across a room aren't as clear as they used to be. Because these changes happen slowly over years, most people simply blame aging and move on without giving them much thought. But here's what most people never learn. Many of the biological processes driving age-related vision decline are not completely fixed. They may not be fully reversible once they've progressed, but research suggests they can often be influenced. And one of the most powerful tools affecting those processes may already be sitting in the produce section of your local grocery store. Today, I'm going to explain why one specific fruit has attracted growing attention from researchers studying retinal health, macular degeneration, cataracts, oxidative stress, and age-related vision decline. By the end of this video, you'll understand not only what that fruit is, but also why the timing of eating it may matter more than most people realize. Let me tell you about someone I'll call Catherine. Catherine was 73 years old, a retired school teacher, intelligent, organized, and the kind of person who had spent her entire life surrounded by books. 18 months before meeting me, she had been diagnosed with early age-related macular degeneration and was told to return for regular monitoring. Nothing urgent. No emergency. Just routine follow-up visits. But when she sat across from me, she said something I'll never forget. "I feel like I'm just waiting to lose my eyesight." Then she added, "Nobody has told me if there's actually anything I can do." That feeling is more common than you might think. Many people receive an eye diagnosis and assume the outcome is already decided. But that's not what the science tells us. We'll come back to Catherine later because what happened after she made one simple change surprised even her. Before we get there, we need to understand what's happening inside the aging eye. The retina is one of the most metabolically active tissues in the entire human body. In simple terms, it works incredibly hard every second of every day. Because it works so hard, it generates significant amounts of oxidative stress. Every time light enters your eye, tiny cellular reactions take place. Over decades, those reactions produce free radicals that can gradually damage retinal tissue and contribute to age-related vision decline. Oxidative stress isn't the only concern. Scientists have identified several major processes involved in age-related changes to vision. The first is oxidative damage. The second is chronic inflammation within retinal tissue. The third is glycation, a process in which sugar molecules gradually damage proteins inside the lens, contributing to cataract formation. And the fourth is declining macular pigment density. That last one is particularly important because, unlike many age-related changes, macular pigment levels can often be influenced through nutrition. The macula is the central part of the retina responsible for reading, recognizing faces, and seeing fine details. Protecting this area are specialized pigments known as lutein and zeaxanthin. Think of them as natural sunglasses built directly into the eye. They help filter potentially damaging blue light and provide antioxidant protection exactly where it's needed most. When levels decline, retinal tissue becomes increasingly vulnerable. Research consistently shows that maintaining healthy levels of these compounds is associated with better long-term retinal health. And that's where today's featured fruit enters the story. Before I reveal it, let's briefly talk about two foods that almost always come up in conversations about eye health: blueberries and carrots. Blueberries deserve credit because they contain anthocyanins, compounds associated with improved circulation and antioxidant activity. Several studies suggest they may support healthy retinal blood flow. That's valuable. But blood flow alone doesn't address all of the major biological mechanisms involved in age-related vision decline. Carrots are another classic recommendation. They're rich in beta-carotene, which the body can convert into vitamin A. Vitamin A plays a critical role in healthy vision, particularly in low-light conditions. But here's an important point. Most older adults with access to adequate nutrition are not losing vision because of a vitamin A deficiency. The primary concerns are oxidative stress, inflammation, lens aging, and declining macular pigment density. That's why researchers have become interested in another option. That fruit is papaya. And before you dismiss it because it sounds too simple, stay with me. Papaya contains zeaxanthin, one of the primary carotenoids concentrated within the retina. Unlike many antioxidants that circulate throughout the body, zeaxanthin is actively accumulated in the macula itself. That makes it particularly interesting to scientists studying retinal protection. Papaya also contains impressive amounts of vitamin C, a nutrient that plays a major role in protecting delicate eye structures from oxidative damage. The eye actually maintains vitamin C concentrations far higher than those found in the bloodstream. Papaya also provides carotenoids such as lycopene and beta-cryptoxanthin. Laboratory studies have shown that these compounds possess antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Together, these nutrients create a unique combination that supports several biological pathways associated with long-term eye health. No single food is a miracle cure, but some foods provide nutrients that are especially relevant to specific parts of the body. Now, let's talk about timing. Why do some researchers and health professionals recommend eating nutrient-rich foods in the evening? During sleep, the eyes continue important maintenance and repair processes. Photoreceptor cells undergo renewal cycles. Cellular waste products are cleared. Recovery mechanisms become active. While nutrition alone cannot prevent or cure eye disease, ensuring the body has access to beneficial nutrients before these overnight processes occur is a concept many experts consider biologically reasonable and worth considering. For people who enjoy papaya, a simple approach may be to eat about 1 cup of ripe papaya as part of a balanced diet. Ideally, pair it with a healthy source of fat such as almonds, walnuts, or avocado. This matters because many carotenoids are fat-soluble. Without dietary fat, absorption can be significantly reduced. A small nutritional adjustment like this may help your body make better use of the beneficial compounds naturally found in the fruit. If you've never thought seriously about your eye health before today, perhaps the most important takeaway is this: vision loss rarely arrives overnight. More often, it develops silently over many years. The earlier you begin supporting your eyes through regular examinations, healthy lifestyle habits, blood sugar management, blood pressure control, and proper nutrition, the better positioned you may be to protect your vision in the future. Small decisions made consistently often have the greatest long-term impact. Remember Catherine? 12 weeks after improving her nutrition habits and becoming more intentional about foods that support retinal health, she returned for a follow-up visit. There was no miracle, no overnight transformation, but she reported feeling more confident, more proactive, and more in control of her future. And perhaps that's the most important lesson of all. When it comes to protecting your eyesight, waiting passively is rarely the best strategy. Awareness matters. Action matters. The choices you make today may help determine how clearly you see the world tomorrow. If you found this information valuable, leave a comment below and tell me, when was your last complete eye examination? And what's one thing you're going to start doing differently after watching this video? Take care of your eyes. You only get one pair.